This one's better. What are we doing here? What's happening?
We're live now.
Oh, word.
That's how the
I
show
thought we were
works.
fighting the Mad Gear Gang.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I realize now that my
Did we
my
ever get a
soundboard-
countdown?
My soundboard doesn't loop things as seamlessly as like my foobar player. So it like automatically puts in a little break, and it's like that wasn't doing that last night when I was listening to these. These were fucking flawless.
Did we get a countdown?
We have started recording.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just
No, the
live.
video's just gone live.
Yeah.
I was about to say, it's like, wait, are we recording?
Yes.
Nope, just me playing Final Fight sounds.
All right.
Should we be recording?
I think
No,
we should start recording.
perhaps.
Like, should we be recording at all tonight? No.
That's the thing. I was thinking. No.
Another
what I was
lost
thinking.
episode.
Yeah, God. I still got to put the finishing touches on the April Fool's recording for patrons. Keep forgetting that people might want to hear that again.
Well, it's on YouTube.
David's goddamn Madden story.
God, that got me so good.
My favorite part of that whole night was Johnny it's like, that brings us to our lightning round. Whoosh. What the fuck?
You shouldn't be running a lightning round about Madden. It made no sense. It was a really good episode.
Oh man, too bad it's not canon.
Yeah. I hate that we have these divergent timelines now.
I
One of
love
those elf worlds.
God, does that mean that we can get the sound clip of Tina Belcher screaming it's not canon?
Yeah.
Perhaps. I don't see why not.
I don't know why we don't already have it.
Yeah. Besides not knowing what episode it's from or recognizing that as a reference. I don't know why we don't have it. That never stopped us in the past.
Space!
See? It's not canon.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Who's ready to start recording? All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Game That Tune.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's Game That Tune back in the house once again. It's ya boy, John Harrington here, and we got John Regan with us. Say hey.
Hey.
We got David Fleming. Say hey.
Hey.
And we got Jesse Moore. Say something. I don't know. What's going on, Jesse? Say something. Give us a sign you're still human.
All hail Satan.
Oh wow, jeez, getting it out of our system early. Okay, cool. Welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us here on Game That Tune, this intro is gonna scare and disorient you. But we are in for a lot of fun tonight. What we do here is we listen to video game music. We've each brought 3 songs from a game. We're going to try and guess each other's games with the songs with a little bit of trivia. We're going to goof off and have a lot of fun. And the winner at the end of the episode picks the theme for the next week and plays some bonus tunes. And our winner last week was John Regan. And we're giving John Regan credit for this theme. So, Johnny, tell him the theme that came from deep inside your own heart. What is the theme for tonight's episode?
Well, the theme that I came up with that I really sat and thought about for a long time, and I said, hey, you know what? We should just ask a patron to record a voicemail and they'll sing the theme. And so we did that, and that was my decision. So I decided via Patreon that we should do a theme of games featuring devils and demons and other devil and demon-like entities.
Yes, I believe the quote was something to the effect of, games featuring the devil, Satan's, demons, anything with horns that lives in hell. Not terribly specific theme, quite frankly. It's going to be a kind of wide open show. I don't really know what we're in for tonight. I'm sure we got some jolly tunes coming up, just some happy-go-lucky music from presumably some children's games. Is what I'm kind of thinking. I'm trying to remember. I never beat Bible Adventures, but was Satan the final boss? Is that on the table for tonight? When you play Bible Adventures, do you fight the demon Lord Satan at any point?
I wish you did. I don't think you do, though. You might in Super Noah 3D's Ark.
I was going to say, what about that Noah's Ark first-person shooter game? You've got to fight Satan in that.
You fight Mecha Devil.
Oh, God, it'd be so funny if you were on Noah's Ark and you'd have to stop two Satans from getting on. It's like, hey, I'm not falling for that. You just, the floodwaters are rising and they're going to consume you, Mr. and Mrs. Satan. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of great stuff that we're going to be playing on tonight's episode. We got 4 great games. We've got a great fan request. And, if there's nothing else, Johnny, I think it's just time to start digging that hole and find ourselves a path to the underworld. And let's just see what's down there in that magma cavern. Oh no, Johnny! I think there's 4 great games and a fan request in here.
Game 1.
You must have sold your soul to the devil for all that.
Alright guys, so this game features some pretty outright bizarre characters and bosses, very similar to characters found in the Cho Aniki series, which was made by this same developer. right, guys. Who's got some guesses?
Why do you think they're guesses? How come they can't be answers, John?
Taking a shot.
All right, let's see here. David says Hellfire, which is incorrect. John says Sword of Vermilion, which is incorrect. Jesse says Devil Crash, which I came close to, but no, that's also incorrect. Oh, damn it.
Hot take.
I mean, in hell, that take.
There we go.
This is Wings of War, W-O-R, Wings of War, a.k.a. Gynog. Gynog? I don't know how the fuck.
John, what's happening?
Gynaug?
Are you having a stroke?
Gynog? G-Y-N-O-U-G. It's the original title in Japan and Europe.
What?
I
I was going to say, we don't
used
feature games from Wales on this show.
And, oh my god, have we used this game? I didn't think we did. I didn't double check the database though. Oh, son
John.
of a bitch.
It sounds
No.
familiar.
What makes you think anyone said that? We haven't used this. I was just making fun of how it's unpronounceable. What the fuck is this? What are you talking about?
No, Jesse had sworn we used it. Someone,
I'm double
Gynog?
checking.
Jesse,
The
you
Wings of War. I'm looking. I'm
okay,
looking it up.
You check.
There is
We'll keep talking. There's-
absolute 0% chance that we've ever used this before. I'm, stamp it, certify it, send it to hell. This
Yeah,
has
you're right,
never
Tom.
been featured on the show. Okay,
Oh,
good.
I say maybe we're confusing it with Legendary Wings.
That's it.
Yeah, or Pilot Wings. John, is this Pilot Wings?
It's Sega's answers to Pilot Wings. It's Pilot Wings with demonic elements added to it, which
Right.
That description alone sounds pretty great, and I would like to play that game very much. So
A nice casual hang gliding game with a bunch of monsters.
yeah, so David, if you could call your uncle who works at Nintendo and get that to happen. Pilot
Yeah.
Wings has not had a game in some time. I think it needs a
Yeah,
demonic
Uncle-
reboot.
Uncle Pilot Wings. Tell him that you're now real into Satan and see if he can do anything for you.
And I got a pitch for you. Pilot Wings in hell.
Right.
I'm
Now,
I'm
picture this.
listening.
You're hang gliding around Maka Woohoo, but then it starts erupting, and much like Krakatoa in 1883, it destroys the whole island, and a demon rises from the volcano, and it becomes Pilot Wings Hell on Earth edition.
God.
Nintendo, maybe?
Alternative, Doom with hang gliding.
Ooh, see?
Ooh.
I'm into that too. Pilot
God.
Rip,
Doom.
now I really, really
and
want to see.
wide.
I really want to see Doom Guy on a little pedal glider, just like pedaling super fast.
You want me to kill these things? No, you have to get as close as possible and then take a picture of them. All right, if you say so.
That sounds so.
Either that or
lovely.
it's just Doom, but you're going around with the BFG popping balloons.
Oh man.
Oh,
Is
so
So
there-
that's
awesome.
what this game is.
Is there
huh,
a
John?
wad
This-
for that, Johnny?
Is there a what?
A wad for a Doom wad? I've heard of those things.
Oh, I bet there is. I bet there's some kind of wad you can load up into Doom, and there's definitely beach wads, right? That exists. I'm sure there's vehicle wads, and so I'm sure you can combine them and come up with a beach-based hang gliding Doom game that runs in the original Doom engine. I'm sure you can do it.
Amazing.
So yeah, that's
So-
what this game is, huh, John?
Yeah, very much avoiding coming back to this game because it's really just
No,
a-
don't, man. Because that gave me time to Google this. This game looks dope.
It's very bizarre. It's a side-scrolling
Grotesque.
shooter, and the enemies are fucking gross.
Real gross.
There's let me pull up this one image here.
I used to have
Are
this
you
game.
pulling up the one with it looks like a tumor man with a giant dick?
Yes.
Yeah. That's like the 5th or 6th image in the Google image search. It's grotesque.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm looking through them and it's like, it's like disembodied monsters. Like, all the enemies you're fighting look like they'd be on like a Metallica shirt. And then, you get to one where it looks like you're shooting like Dulcim. And then the next image that came up was like, I'm like, that's a fucking phallus. Like, oh my God.
The entire lower quarter of the screen is definitely a penis.
So
Really
that's
is.
Johnny's favorite kind of game. then.
Johnny's game through and through. Like giant grotesque penis, soul.
I'm Mork
my
has
God.
already dropped the image in our Discord. He beat me
Good,
to it.
thank you,
Yeah.
Mork.
You beat me by
That-
1 second.
Oh,
Son of a
shit,
bitch.
that's a fucking dick.
Good job, Mork.
Uh.
Yeah, that's definitely a dick.
That's a fucking.
It's even got a fucking head and everything.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
this is more
Shit.
egregious than the Little Mermaid thing. Like that's just a big dick. Like, oh God.
God.
Wings of War
Episode
box
title,
quote.
"That's
That's just a big dick.
That's a big dick. Oh God. So
Oh,
anyway,
where's the
but yeah,
Metal
no-
Gear? Too big to carry that penis.
Yeah, if there was a gorilla wearing a tie here, I'd completely understand. But absent that, it's just a bunch of demons and thick eights. This is fucking gross. But yeah, no, I mean, like cool, big, grotesque sprites, and it looks like a side-scrolling shooter game. So that's like double dope, man. Is this just like Thunder Force with a bunch of big dicks?
Yeah, basically. And just lots of weird enemies.
Thunder Flesh.
You were just so nonchalant, like, yeah, basically.
Oh yeah, totally. That's right. Yeah, Gradius, but with just some like scrotums. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Let me send. I'm sending another image into our Discord here. That's definitely like this game came straight from hell. Let's see. This is.
You have to narrate it as you do, John. This is a fucking podcast.
I know. It's uploading now. It's an image
Fuck is wrong
of.
with you?
It looks like a Star of David with a face on it.
An
I'm
old
pretty-
man.
I think it's David Bellamy. Is that David Bellamy's face on this? I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, those
a
are
ma-
his arms. His arms are
Yeah,
like
no, it-
crossed like this.
It's a man that's been twisted like a pretzel into a Star of David.
I see.
Oh, good.
Gross.
And that's just like one of the.
Contortion.
That's like one of those enemies that spawns like 3 at a time, filling just a bunch of like throwaway enemies kind of guy. It's this weird face thing. This weird
Yeah,
contorted
but-
pretzel man.
Dude, I mean, I'm just saying, I want like this. I want all these fucking like animations and sprites in our like radio thing now. I don't know how you summon.
Especially
like
the
the
dick
giant-
gif.
Yeah, exactly. Just the big dick takes up the whole lower quadrant of the screen.
Oh, I can't wait to add big
just
dick.
blocks out the artist information.
Exclamation point,
I-
summon big dick.
I
But
do
like
want to
a-
take a moment just to shout out Dell in our Discord chat for saying Vic Viper, more like Dick Viper, because that
Yeah.
just cracked me up.
Well observed, Dell.
And yeah,
but,
the series that I referenced here, the development team went on to make the Cho Niki series, is a very like strange game series filled with like lots of beefy shirtless dudes.
Okay.
Like that's kind of the central
Oh,
theme
okay.
is you're playing as or fighting beefy shirtless dudes, and I feel like this is kind of in that same vein, not like the same vein as like veins on that dick.
Are you sure? Because it could be, John.
It could be.
Yeah, let's go with the dick veins. Yeah, no, that judging by the cover art of this, it seems like whoever was making these, they were into some big beefcake dudes. It's the cover art features no giant dick. It's just like a shredded dude with wings, shirtless. Like it's it evokes a certain time in I don't know, manly art. It's reminiscent of the Iron Sword cover with Fabio. It's like, yeah, somebody saw that and it awakened something in them. So they made this. They started their own development studio. They probably played Iron Sword, and they were disappointed to find out that he plays like a piddly little bitch knight instead of shirtless, jacked ass, sweaty Fabio. And they were just like, what the fuck, man? I was promised Fabio shirtless, fur loincloth. I'm gonna make my own fucking games with real beefcake dudes. How about that? And a studio was born.
What's interesting is they really toned down the beefcakeness of the American box art, which I just sent to the Discord.
Stop sending things to the Discord like it's interesting to a podcast listener.
No, I'm
It
just
looks pretty badass.
yeah, like that's and I'm uploading now the original Beefcake one. But the non-Beefcake one, like look at that fucking what he's fighting. Like look at that thing. It's
Wait,
That's
how
pretty
is that
crazy,
not
too.
Beefcake? That guy is
I mean,
shredded.
he's still
John.
Beefcake, but it's not. He's not. The other one, the emphasis is Beefcake, right? The other one is like Beefcake the game, whereas the
Yeah,
American one is like watch
Johnny definitely
Beefcake.
has a
The other
Johnny
one is like
definitely has
Molly
a point,
Hatchet
like, the
cover.
American one, he's like a sixth of the screen, whereas the Japanese one, he's like 2/3 of the screen.
Yeah, that's true. But the musculature remains remarkably shredded. The American one has arguably the more emphasis on his dick. Not to mention, that big fucking pistol he's holding. The guy. Is this going to be a good podcast? 'Cause, I mean, we're just describing a very obscure piece of artwork here.
Well,
just,
we'll add the art to the show notes or something.
yeah, I think we're going to have to
We've
because
never done that
otherwise,
before, but we're gonna have to.
because you've chosen a remarkably obscure game, and now we're just sitting here fawning over its fucking cover art. Like, wait a minute, is this playing for anybody right now?
I am looking forward to the episode art being the giant dick boss.
Oh, if you think Dick Boss isn't just stretching across the entirety of the bottom,
That's
of
the
that
only
fucking,
picture.
yeah, it's pretty much it's gonna be the tuna being consumed by the Dick Boss. It's just how it's gonna go.
Oh, how I
God.
waited for this day. When the tuna gets consumed by the Dick Boss.
Yep, the tuna gets consumed by that gray, fleshy Dick Boss.
All right.
so
Episode
mean.
title.
New
Great fleshy
Patreon
Dick
tier,
Boss.
Dick Boss tier.
Yeah, Dick Boss.
The $25 fleshy Dick Boss tier. I'm not sure what the privileges associated are, but we can do it, guys.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Cool, Johnny. So, do you have anything to actually say about the gameplay for this game? I'm guessing that you have never in your life touched this game.
No, I refuse to touch this game. It just I feel
You
like
never touched the fleshy Dick Boss?
no. I'd have to wash my hands right after touching this game.
Oh, you should wash your
not
hands anyway.
1991. We weren't so worried about it back then.
Drink from the foes. Play the fleshy Dick Boss game.
Play that fleshy Dick Boss. Is that a song by? Is
Yeah.
that a disco song?
I was about to say, play that
fleshy
fleshy Dick Boss, white boy.
baby.
Oh, God.
I would watch that
Well-
porno.
Sneak preview of something that's going to be in the episode 200 free play jingle. One of us singing the words, play that fleshy Dick Boss white boy. Lay down the Dick Boss and play the fleshy Dick Boss till you die.
So game looks pretty okay.
Okay,
It's-
where are we?
Looks
That's
dope, man.
Like 20 minutes into the episode. Okay, time stamping that.
It's definitely like it looks like a pretty good shooter. I don't think it's necessarily the greatest shooter of all time. It's not the hardest shooter of all time. How the review said it's like you could beat it. It's pretty okay.
Are you sure it's not the hardest, John? Because I mean, that Dick Boss
dick
can
is
take
pretty
most
fucking
of the
hard.
screen.
John, I just said you can beat it. Okay.
Oh.
You can't beat it until it gets hard.
I know what words I picked.
Game is willing, but the boss is spongy and bruised. Anyway,
And yeah, this went on to form a whole long series of weird homoerotic games or whatever. But John just spit out his beer for our podcast.
what? I was not expecting you to say.
Like, no disrespect to anybody else, but do we have to listen to other games? Can we just talk about this game the whole rest of the show?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, seriously, we're not going to improve upon this, John. What the fuck, man? You whipped this thing out right at the beginning of the show.
I didn't think this would go over so well. I thought this was going to be one of the situations where you get really pissed and like
Ugh.
I
This
dragged
game-
the whole show down. So I'm like, all right, let's just get this out of the way. Turns
No,
out I
man.
struck gold.
No, seriously, this game has everything that we're looking for right now, man. This is a Genesis game that we've never featured on the show. It's got a soundtrack by Noriyuki Iwadare, and it's got a giant dick boss. Like, that's a game that tune fucking like super hat trick, man. Like, that's got everything we're looking for, baby.
Checks all the boxes.
Yeah, if No, this might be like a fucking like a podcast defining game right here. This is fucking crazy. Like,
This might be your best selection ever.
yeah, we're in uncharted territory here, man. We're in unprecedented times. Johnny selects something really fucking great. I think all of us now need to play Dick Boss. Or
I'm so glad
whatever
that Dick Boss is now into our lexicon.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we figured out, guys. GYNOUG is pronounced Dick Boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you to the Welsh for that ridiculous spelling and pronunciation. It's accurate. Yeah, you amazing people. You Johnny. Anything else on Dick Boss, aka the game that's not Showaniki? What was the name of the actual fucking
Wings
game?
of War.
Wings of War.
Wings of War.
I actually owned this game.
Damn it, Jesse! There wasn't supposed to be anything else. We were supposed to be able to move on from the Dick Boss, but
No,
if
we
you're
can move
promising-
on.
If you're promising us that there's going to be an I Am Terrible at video that focuses solely on the Dick Boss at some point in the not too distant future, then we absolutely can move on and look forward to that in the future.
I mean, yeah, I'll put it on my list.
I think it needs to be on there. The
Dude,
Dick,
Jesse,
the Dick moves to the top of the list.
look up the cheat codes, find a way to warp straight to the Dick Boss, and I want a video that's just 20 minutes of Dick Boss, nothing else.
All right,
Yeah, I
I'll
want you
try
to
figure
start
it
at that level and don't stop until you beat that Dick Boss.
I'm sure the Game Genie codes are like Warp level 2, level 3, Dick Boss level 5.
C. That's the one. The code just says DICKBO55. Okay, let's see what happens.
It worked.
Oh God, it's huge. Great pick, John. Seriously, excellent selection to start the show. I fucking love it.
Game 2.
Is it Dick Boss again? Oh, it could be. That sounds Dick Bossish.
Always Dick Boss.
Yeah. Is this a Dick Boss like? Instead of roguelikes, we now play Dick Boss likes.
I am so mad that I'm the one who is following Johnny. So,
Nobody wants
This
to
is
follow
the-
the Dick Boss.
this is the first game in this series, and this series was created as a spin-off to Mado Monogatari, a series of first-person dungeon crawler RPGs. All right, gentlemen, who has those guesses / answers / drawings of Dick Bosses? Okay, so John Harrington says Super Dick Boss SP. Sadly incorrect. Jesse says 666. Sadly incorrect. John Regan has the correct answer of Puyo Puyo.
What?
This is the original Puyo Puyo. The arcade version came out as a Switch release, and the final boss of this game and most of the games in the Puyo Puyo series is Satan. And it's
Really?
not just like, and it's not just like some person named, Mr. Satan. It's actually, he's called Satan the Dark Prince. And he's a very pretty anime version, but he is a demon lord who wants to
Ooh.
kidnap the main hero and marry her.
Now, that gets into like Satan and devil lore. I mean, like, are we talking, like Satan with the goat hooves? Or are we talking like Lucifer, who is like the more beautiful, more seductive version of Satan? Who's the which Satan are you getting in the Puyo Puyo series?
It's more towards the Lucifer version. If you can kind of imagine, like, Morgan from Darkstalkers, if you imagine like a male version of that, that's kind of
Dick
what
Boss.
Satan looks like.
So, like with titties?
No, I mean like a masculine version. Like it's just a
Oh.
very like pale skin, pretty guy with like long light hair and giant bat wings.
Okay, I guess I'm into that. Throw some titties in that mix, and I'm really into that.
Satan with titties.
Oh, dude, yeah, he would win a lot more people over to his side if he had some big titties. I'm just saying,
It'd be so
Yeah.
easy.
Well,
Yeah,
Kevin
exactly.
Nealon had titties on his head and Little Nicky.
He sure
That's
did.
true.
But we all love Jesus. But if Satan was showing titties, there'd be a lot of people like, now hold on, hear me out. Just say there's titties over there.
You show up to a satanic church, I don't want to call it meeting. I don't want to call it a mass. I don't know what you call it, but
A
gathering.
black mass.
Black mass, yeah. And they just hand out copies of Playboys as you walk in the door instead of the Bible.
Playboys.
Yeah, but all the
titties.
women inside are Satan. I mean, like, what are you talking about?
Well, they're all Satan with titties.
The
Yeah.
Satan fold.
Uh-huh. Gross, John. It seems strange that that's as perverted as you got on that. That feels wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, David, talk to us about these titties. No, talk to us about Puyo Puyo, which
Big
is
old
the
Puyo Puyos.
Yeah, the name that I gave to my left and right breast. Mapuyo and Mapuyo.
John.
You know, you sit here and you like shit on John for like doing stuff that podcast listeners aren't going to get anything out of, and then you sit here and just rub your man breasts in a very visual sense. Our podcast listeners are not going to see you rub your titties.
Well, that's for the,
yeah,
the live viewer.
He's
It's going to be a
jiggling.
great Twitch clip, baby. Oh,
Where the
God,
fuck
a
did we get 10,000
podcast-defining Twitch clip.
subscribers from?
Exactly. I mean, it feels a little early and a little sober to be popping shirts off, but I'll do it. I'll show you
Yeah.
Puyo and Puyo.
So,
But David,
Sure, the
talk to
dick
us.
boss.
You show me your dick boss, I'll show you my Puyo Puyos. All being cut out of the podcast until David starts talking.
No. Oh.
So, yeah, I remember getting Puyo Puyo Tetris and playing it, and I was like, okay, this is a fun game. And you get to the story mode about like space aliens and a ninja school and magic. It's like, okay, so they added like some weird little like magic thing. No, like Puyo Puyo lore is very deep and very bizarre. And the moment that I found out that this is a spinoff of like an RPG dungeon crawler, is like, okay, that makes a lot more sense because that's why you're playing as a little witch girl who one of Satan's pets decided to follow, and now Satan wants to kidnap her and marry her. So you have to team up with a ninja to stop Satan, all while playing puzzles.
Right. All of that achieved by puzzling.
Where is
Makes as
the
much
bean
sense.
machine? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so where does Robotnik fit into all this?
Johnny, you want to field this one?
Yeah, Johnny, where's Robotnik in the Satan hierarchy?
He's like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 steps below Satan. Like, you got Satan, you got that purple Teletubby, you got Robotnik. You know what I mean? Like, he's up there. He's not quite up there, but he's pretty close. What's Tinky Winky, right? That's what I'm thinking of.
Do I even want to pull at that thread? How did that become the reference he made? What the fuck? Did we just get a Tinky Winky reference on the podcast? What year is it? Have podcasts
we
even
just
been
get
invented yet?
Did we
What's
just
going
get a Tinky
on?
Winky reference in the same section of the podcast where John was rubbing his titties?
I'm saying it. You know, Johnny, you're trying to cause a sexy singularity in this segment? You doing?
I don't understand how he is like even on a devil list.
Yeah, John cared. No, I don't want to pull at that thread. I don't want John to elaborate on some weird internet like creepy pasta he read once about how Tinky Winky is actually a fucking vessel of Satan. This, I'm scared to find out about that.
Yeah,
Sounds
you should
amazing.
be.
Yeah,
should be
I
scared.
am.
See, I thought
that's
he
the
was
thing.
going
At
towards
this point, is it something that Johnny just pulled straight out of his ass, or is there an elaborate, awful story behind it? Who knows?
I
Tonight,
thought it was
nobody
going
but me.
was it Pat Robertson? Like some preacher somewhere was talking about how Tinky Winky represented gay culture because purple is the gay color, and like his symbol was a triangle, and triangles are gay. It was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking
Triang-
about?
I mean, they're right. Triangles are fucking gay.
Yeah, and you know what looks like a triangle? A slice of pizza. All right, and then you got Pizza Gate happening at Comet Pizza, okay, which initials are CP. It all connects, baby.
Game 3.
Uh-huh. CP rhymes with 5G, and here we
I
are.
have brain cancer now.
Uh-huh. God.
Lizard people.
Puyo Puyo is a fun puzzle game.
Yeah. Designed by Bill Gates and yeah,
And some
and the
select
Rockefeller
Illuminati.
group,
And
Yeah,
Obama.
the vaccine queens.
There's also a Rothschild in there, I'm pretty sure.
I was
So
going to say, we're
Puyo-
forgetting
no.
the most important part. The composer of Puyo Puyo and the whole Puyo Puyo series, Obama.
I was gonna say,
Thanks,
David, I
Obama.
Thanks,
think you have
Obama.
misinformation. I don't know what you've been reading on Wikipedia, but I know for a fact that the composer of the Puyo Puyo series is Henry Kissinger. He's been trying to push this series on us and combine it with Tetris. Tetris, which is from Russia.
Oh,
And he's trying
wake up,
to
sheeple.
Yeah,
exactly. He's holding closed door meetings. Now you got Jerry Kushner in the mix.
you combine
Yeah.
Puyo Puyo with Tetris. You may as well combine the American dollar with the euro. Next thing you know, New World Order, one world government.
Oh, somehow in this
NWO,
analogy,
hey.
Tetris represents Russia and Puyo Puyo represents America. The most American of series.
Yeah, we invented Puyo Puyo. Because we sent the CIA to Japan, okay, to throw a coup and implement Puyo Puyo. We actually made
Puyo
it.
Puyo is why Dr. Fauci is even in place.
That was really like a real black ops operation, Puyo Puyo.
Shut up, John. I don't want to know what's real and what's not. We're talking nonsense, baby.
And the Mean Bean Machine was just like made to throw him off the scent.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where we connect in the nice rice device, but it just doesn't fit in.
It's a
doesn't
whole.
fit
Wait,
into
that's
the
China.
theory.
That's a whole.
That's
false
how
flag.
we got China in.
Shut it next to it.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so David, is there anything really to say besides Puyo Puyo? You fight Satan a lot. Like I'm surprised to learn that.
Well, that's what I was going through. It's like I tried to pull up a list of like, games featuring like the devil or Satan, and I saw a list like Satan is the main antagonist of the Puyo Puyo series. Like, well, I know what I'm choosing.
I love picturing you like clicking on the Wikipedia page for Satan, and then it's like, this Wikipedia article is talking about the demonic entity Satan for other uses of Satan. So click Satan disambiguation, and then you look and it's like Satan, the main villain of the Puyo Puyo series. Like, what? Well, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
God. The next
Like,
Diablo.
maybe like
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead, John.
I was gonna say the next Diablo game really needs a Puyo Puyo mini game inside of it.
Diabluyo Bluyo. I'd play it. I'd play it way more than Puyo Puyo, quite frankly. Satanic Puyo Puyo sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
wait,
just
no,
kind
play
of
it.
like
It's Diablo I
Yeah,
dislike.
I was looking at the list, like Doom, Diablo, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Puyo Puyo. It's like, one of these things is not like the
Yeah.
other.
I sense the opportunity to play something unique.
The fuck is Devil May
So-
Cry doing in this list?
There's no devil in Devil May Cry. It's like the Kane in Citizen Kane. Like, wait a minute. Anyway,
No, it's a fun puzzle game and a fun puzzle series, and it prominently features Satan.
yes. That explains why it's been so popular here in America. It's we all famously love Satan.
It's
So-
it's all part of the conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lizard people.
I like how you had the closing line and then didn't move on.
Oh. I'm used to somebody telling you to move on. I was waiting for somebody to tell me
Jesus,
to do it.
John. His brain's infected with
Game
Satan 5G.
3.
All right. This game is our fan request. I'll reveal who it's from afterwards, so you can't, investigate. Anyways, this is the game. This is a Game Boy Advance version, and it includes an additional mission that takes place after the game. And it's basically you get to play as a bunch of characters who died during the main story, and do like alternate versions of different locations and fight like another version of the final boss. All right, gentlemen. Let's see some dick bosses. Oh man, Johnny
Really?
drew a dick boss, and it's pretty great. David and John have the correct answer with Final Fantasy II. So this is Final Fantasy II, and I've actually played this one on the Game Boy Advance, and I really enjoy it. I couldn't tell you much about the plot, but I love the battle system because, like, you level up all your spells and abilities just by fighting. So, like, if you want to level up your swords, you use swords. You can level up some spells that really kind of cheapen the game. Like, if you level up your warp magic, you can just warp bosses out of the boss fight, and
Dope.
you're like, "Fuck you, boss!" First turn warp, they're out of here.
Ain't nobody got time for you.
Yeah, you could do it to the final boss too. You get to the final boss, warp. You're out of
Can you
here.
just? Is that what you just like warp Satan back to hell?
pretty much?
Yeah. Man, no, you can't raise hell on Earth. Get out of here. Sweet.
Warp.
Whoa, we could do that. I thought we had to kill him. Nope,
like-
he won't be bothering us again.
Like early on, you can like level up your defense and stuff by just attacking your own characters, and it was real weird. Like to think of that was on the NES kind of blows my mind just a little bit.
Well, it wasn't, Jesse. So
Well, that's right. It was on the Famicom. My
That's
my
right.
mistake.
get it right.
For
You know,
it to
'cause,
be on the Famicom.
I was gonna roast your ass on games that we haven't used that don't that were never released in America, and then it turns out this was released in several different iterations in America. So it's like, all right, fine. You got it. This isn't Final Fantasy IV. This is the actual Final Fantasy II.
Yeah, the dose.
I'm glad that this came out playable in America. Despite it was strange as I was looking at the Wikipedia page for this. Came out in the Game Boy Advance collection with Final Fantasy 1 and 2, and then in on PlayStation. Came out on the PlayStation 1 in 2003. Okay, well that's dumb. But then it came out on the the Wii and Wii U Virtual Console, but not in America.
That's
and
weird.
I'm like, is it that hard at that point to translate it? I mean, I know it probably is because they didn't do it, but like, I don't know, man. If Final Fantasy II, the Famicom version, had been available for me to download on my Wii or Wii U Virtual Console here in America, I might have copped that shit for $5 or $6. Like,
I'm surprised they didn't port the Game Boy Advance version to the Wii U, because they were doing Game Boy Advance games on the Wii U Virtual Console. Like, just port that over.
Damn, David, that is a very valid point. I owned at least 1 or 2 Game Boy Advance games on my Wii U, like playable on the gamepad, baby. It was dope. Oh man, what a system, that Wii U. They never improved upon that.
Yeah. Poor thing. Oh man,
poor system.
it was a sacrifice to the devil.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, no, Final Fantasy 2 sounds cool, man. And so I know Final Fantasy games, they typically have some final boss where I don't know, things really progress and you're fighting God or some super powered maester or underworld figures.
Yeah.
So where does hell fit into Final Fantasy 2?
If I remember correctly, the Emperor goes to hell and overthrows the devil, and he becomes the new devil, basically. And
What?
so then you have to fight him and be like, "Shut
Dope.
up, Emperor."
Yeah.
That's
So-
I mean, that's a good idea. Like,
Yeah,
man, more
but
more
Doctor
bosses should do
Doom
that.
did that in the Fantastic Four.
See, yeah, that's why Doctor Doom's kind of cool. I wish I hadn't popped my shirt off. I had my Doom shirt on tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Doctor Doom, kind of dope. But that's I love that idea. Like, man, I need to become more powerful. I wonder what I could do. How about I go, like, I don't know, to hell? Maybe I could train or learn some demonic arts. Oh no, I'll just overthrow the devil and become the devil. Like, okay, cool. Am I trapped in hell? No, I'm returning to the Final Fantasy world now. I'm raising hell to the Final Fantasy world. Like, you like that castle? It's a devil castle now. You want to come fuck with me? I got the devil's powers. Like, all right, damn son, damn Emperor. Like, I don't want to fuck with that.
Warp.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna warp your ass out of there. Like, oh, cool. You turned the palace into a hell palace? You're out.
Warp
Yeah. Beat it.
into space.
Imagine, could you imagine, being Satan and, some guy comes in, a new arrival, and you're just like, oh, welcome to eternal damnation. He just, cracks his knuckles, not today, motherfucker.
So yeah, it raises so many questions, really. Like, this nameless emperor, this nameless Final Fantasy emperor, who I assume is like a cape with a crown, goes to hell and somehow absorbs or assumes the powers of Satan. Did Satan just get bitched out? I mean, what's Satan's weakness that this emperor was able to exploit? Or was the emperor just that powerful the whole time? If the emperor was so powerful, why do you need to overthrow Satan in order to advance the game? It raises many questions.
I think it's
An
pretty
army of
clear what
demons.
happened. The Emperor beat the devil in a fiddling contest.
Oh, yes. The devil was in a bind because he was way behind and he was looking to make a deal. So he came across a young emperor sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot. And he jumped up on a Final Fantasy stump and he said, Emperor, let me tell you what.
I love the idea that the devil has to accept a fiddling challenge. I don't even need your soul. You're already in hell. Too bad. I challenge you to a fiddling duel. Damn it.
It could have fiddle itself.
I suddenly love the idea that there's a Final Fantasy game that takes place in Georgia.
Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, God.
Oh my god! Instead of
Oh,
Phoenix
man.
down, it's boiled peanuts.
Yeah. We got to go get some mithril. It's like Stone Mountain's made of mithril, dumbass. We've got plenty of it.
You mean
No kidding.
crystal mithril?
Oh, we got to hop on these chocobos and bang it down 75 to Macon. Okay. I guess.
Oh, we got a bonus quest to go down to Jacksonville for the world's largest cocktail party.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. What's Final Fantasy's greatest
Winnebago
rival that
City.
would have to go to Jacksonville to fight? Oh man,
Dragon Quest.
Yes, exactly. It's it's got the annual game against like a blitzball against Dragon Quest in Jacksonville. Oh God. We really need to remap the southeastern United States onto all like RPG franchises. So Dragon Quest is from Gainesville. Final Fantasy takes place in Georgia. And I'll let Jesse fill in the blanks. I got nothing else on this. I'm no expert.
Oh boy, we're gonna be sitting here for a while. Let's see.
Just
I
tell me the
guess-
Tallahassee of RPGs, please.
The Elder
Ooh.
Scrolls takes place in North Dakota.
Why?
Tallahassee. How
That's
about
as far away from the southeast as possible.
I distilled it down to the southeast, John, and you still somehow went straight to North Dakota. What the fuck?
Yeah, it takes place in North. Okay, Dakota. No, you lost me.
I would have accepted the Elder Scrolls 6 Asheville, but no, you went to North Dakota. You fucking
God.
whack.
Oh God, I play the. Oh man, the mountains of North Carolina, the Appalachian Mountains with Skyrim. That sounds.
Yeah, I mean they made Fallout 76 in West Virginia, so like
Yeah.
why not have Skyrim set in fucking the Smokies? Jeez.
Oh my God! You go on you go visit the Nantahala Outdoor Center and go over the falls.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Wow, John. Hyper specific reference. You've done it. Yeah, anyway. Final Fantasy 2. Kind of dope. I'm glad that we found a way to get it on the show.
yeah? This was a fan request
Yeah.
from Claire.
Hell yeah, Claire.
Yeah.
Excellent selection. Fantastic pick, because that's the thing. I didn't know this soundtrack because it's Final Fantasy 2, and for a number of reasons I've never played Final Fantasy 2, but it piqued my ear, and it's like, hey, wait. I think I know what we've got here. Like this is good. So, nice to get more of Mr. Uematsu on the show. And nice to get the Final Fantasy game that America never really got proper. That I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this one had more Final Fantasy to it than like the first Final Fantasy game. Like, didn't this one add chocobos and like kind of some like Final Fantasy tropes, like the state of Georgia?
It did start some of those tropes. I'm not 100% sure on the chocobos,
Okay.
but it definitely did start. The seeds of what we know for Final Fantasy games to come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man versus gods and hell. Shady emperors. Has there ever
Boiled
been
peanuts.
Has there ever been an emperor that you could trust? Especially in a JRPG, I feel like the answer is no. Is there ever a benevolent emperor? I just feel like
No.
it just never comes up.
Not thinking one.
God, it would blow someone's mind to fucking like you make a JRPG and have a big, powerful looking emperor that it's like, wow, that guy's shredded. He should be on the cover of Wings of War. I bet you he's evil as shit. And then it turns out he's actually a really good emperor. There's that's my postmodern RPG game that I'm pitching. The Emperor Does Fine. Be a good idea.
It's like
Anyway, Jesse.
It's like any movie where Willem Dafoe winds up being the good guy.
Yes, exactly. Wait, with that
Like that
smile,
Spider-Man
he's-
movie.
Yes. Or like Aquaman, like he didn't betray Aquaman. It's
Yeah.
like, wait, hold on. He is good, like 100% good. You're kidding. Like,
I
unbelievable.
love how Aquaman had that misdirection just by casting Willem Dafoe.
It's like,
It's like, oh, Willem Dafoe's in this movie. Oh, so when does he stab him in the back?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, he doesn't?
Yeah. Look at that smile. He's gonna stab him in the fucking back. Oh, he didn't. Oh, the movie's over. What a pleasant movie. Yeah. Well. It's just a benevolent, mermaid training man. Okay, fine. I love Aquaman. We should get some movie commentaries going again. I want to watch Aquaman.
Yes,
again
yes.
with you guys.
Okay.
It's not a video game movie, but
you know what? Let's scrap
I
the
don't
whole.
There's
no.
Aquaman game.
Let's scrap the whole go through video game movies in order. Let's just do whatever movies
Do
we
some
fucking
movie
feel like.
commentaries?
Just do it.
Yeah. Johnny, I suddenly, I'm feeling that idea. Let's just
Yeah.
do whatever the fuck we want. Yeah.
Like,
We've built up a dedicated following that likes hearing us goof off and talk vaguely about video game music. They'll like us goofing off and talking about, I don't know, fuck all.
Aquaman.
Like, yeah, Aquaman.
yeah.
The
you know,
wizard.
Yes. Parasite.
Yeah.
Let's all just
Oh
watch
man.
really
Kane,
good
award-winning
movies.
movies.
After the show, let's pick a date. But like, yeah, let's start that up again and just do whatever the fuck movies we want. Let's not try to force the going through them in order thing.
GTT and chill, where we just stream ourselves like choosing a few things on Netflix and shit talking them for a little bit. That sounds like a great idea.
Oh, that fucking Andy. He doesn't understand that April likes him yet.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so weird seeing Chris Pratt out of shape. I said I was gonna get in shape when he did, and I'm still out of shape. Oh no. Hell yeah, that's coming soon. Patreon exclusive.
Oh,
Us watching
Perdcast?
Netflix. Yeah, the Perdcast returns. Anyway, Jesse, anything else on Final Fantasy 2? The real Final Fantasy 2?
No, now I'm really excited about movie commentaries. This is gonna be fun. Let's do
I'm
that.
glad we got to this point. Let's cancel the last 2 games. Let's just put on Aquaman.
All right, done.
Peace.
My man.
Game 4.
Tell me you still have that sound.
My man.
Thanks, John.
Man, this game was real tough to find trivia for. Okay, so oof. Resembling a harder version of Arkanoid, the vertically scrolling screen forces the ball to move constantly forward in an attempt to reach the boss. and you can choose between 3 difficulty levels, and there's a time trial. Sorry about that shitty trivia. It was like really. No one wrote a whole bunch about this game. It's weird. Let's see.
You know,
David
Jesse,
looks-
in episode 198 of a video game music podcast, that's just unforgivable.
Yeah, it is. But you know.
Johnny, where you at?
Shit, I misspelled this. Oh, whatever, it's fine.
Ooh. Let's see.
I meant to write unsolved mysteries.
Unsolved mysteries. No, Johnny.
Unresolved mystery.
Unresolved mysteries. That's incorrect. Burning Forest, John. That's incorrect. And Devil's Crush, David. That's incorrect. No, this is Devilish: The Second Possession.
I believe all three of us got this incorrect.
Yeah, I was waiting for the sound. Yeah. So this is a Devilish, which the story. Are you guys sitting down? So
Oh, yeah.
a prince and a princess are in love, and then they meet
What?
they meet a jealous demon, and the demon turns them both into paddles, like from a pinball machine. And then this
I'm
like
with ya.
magic, then this magic ball shows up, and then you basically play Breakout with two paddles, and you fight bosses like big demons and stuff, and you have a bottom paddle and a top paddle, and so the top one goes up and down, and you can turn it vertical as well, so you can like make the ball go do different things, and the bottom one is pretty much there just to protect it from falling through. And so like you can like run into stuff, and from what I can gather, nothing will hurt you unless you fall, down past the other paddle. Like, it's very much like Breakout or Arkanoid, but with demons, and it's a very
honestly,
strange
that's kind of
game.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. Like, I have a soft spot for these like Breakout games, but
It's like Breakout from hell.
yeah,
Like,
Every time I play,
you got to break out of a graveyard.
every time I play Arkanoid, the first thing I think is like, man, I wish there's more devils in this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. Whenever I play Arkanoid, I think I wish I was in hell.
I'm sorry, I think I meant.
Yeah, how have we not been laughing more evilly tonight? I've just been doing my usual girlish giggle. This, it's not very satanic. It's,
edit and post.
yeah, exactly.
Replace all your laughs.
Whatever would do your best laugh, and we'll just edit that over any other time we laugh.
Everyone do a quick laugh, and we edit that over all of our laughs. No, I'm not doing that.
No.
That's
'Cause
a lot of work.
If we only do it to you, John, then the joke becomes the fact that we never seem to recognize this devil laugh that you're doing. like the whole episode, you're going, and none of us address it.
Come with me to hell. That's funny, John. That's cute.
I was going to say, can we just replace your laugh with Kefka's laugh from Final Fantasy VI?
Maybe.
Oh. Giant dick, boss.
It's not John's usual laugh. It's pretty girlish, but it's not the usual girlish.
He sounds real Super Nintendo-y this time. This is weird.
Exactly. It's a weird compression on John's laugh tonight.
He sounds like he only had about 64 kilobytes of audio memory to work with.
I wonder what his laugh would look like as a Twitch emote.
It's weird. Does anyone else think John sounds like a strange maniac clown as he's laughing?
I mean, that's most nights.
Well, yeah, that's not abnormal at all.
Yeah, exactly. Joke's on you, motherfucker. I poisoned the world years ago. Yeah.
It was called My Birthday.
Yeah. Gave the world one big glass of pee, and they went for it, man. This game, this devilish, it sounds cool, man. See, that's the problem with the way Johnny led off the show. Quite frankly, I would think this was like sick as fuck if Johnny hadn't led off the show with like super grotesque, like, dick boss demons. Like, this looks cool, like a paddle game with, sick demons and shit. Cool. It's like, actually, Johnny kind of already used a different version of that tonight. He did a shoot 'em up with sick demons. Like, this feels less cool thanks to Johnny. Unwittingly so.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I'm
think
not
they're
mad at Johnny, but like,
They're less
you
dicks
really
in this
led
one.
with something unwittingly strong, Johnny. You unleashed something upon the world.
I will say there are more balls in this one.
Now
So-
that I'm into.
If you're a ball guy, then this game is for you.
Have I ever?
Especially if you like him being slapped around with a paddle. There you go.
Oh, do I?
He's right up my alley. Am I looking at this right? Is there a part in Devilish where you fight a giant tarantula with paddle balls?
Probably.
That sounds dope.
Especially with Animal Crossing, you can get you some revenge.
God, I miss my tarantulas. I was the tarantula king for a minute there. It's
John Exotic.
yeah, that was me, baby. I just moved to a new island. I was, rocking that Animal Crossing mullet, just, swimming in tarantulas.
Getting
Yeah,
friends.
I don't understand. What's the deal with Nintendo patching stuff out of that game? It's not such an online game that, like, we're ruining the experience for somebody. If I want to spend a couple hours of my life forming a tarantula island and catching a bunch of tarantulas, and it's only used to build a bridge in my village, why do they care?
Oh, did
Like,
they
why'd
patch that out?
that?
Patch out Tarantula Islands?
They patched out the ability to make any island a tarantula island by adding the giant disgusting water beetle. if you go to an exotic island, you can no longer make it Tarantula Island because the water beetle always spawns first, and you can't chase the water beetle off. You have to catch it and release it, and it goes from being like, I spent 90 minutes catching tarantulas to like I spent 4 hours and maybe caught 2 tarantulas. They fucked it. They fucked it good.
I don't think that was them patching it. I think it became April, so the water beetle is now available.
See, I'm not going back in time to find that out, but that's fucked because pretty sure it's somehow in like the first few weeks of this, we're now on like version 1.1.4. They've had to patch the game like 4 times, and I think they fucked Tarantula Island is what they did. Nintendo did it on purpose. Those goddamn motherfuckers. They knew I had a tarantula-based economy, and they fucked me right out of it. They closed the whole place down. They told me I can't reopen the island. Well, fuck them.
How
the
the hell am I going to pay for that bridge now?
Exactly. That's my whole thing. Anyway, no, we got off on an Animal Crossing tangent because I'm furious about tarantulas. Devilish, it looks cool. And you're right, Jesse. There is like no information on this game. I don't even think this game has a Wikipedia article. I'm just looking at like Google Images. There's nothing. There's nothing here. So I'm wondering if this is like I don't know.
Well,
Does this
I'll tell
even
you
count?
this.
Is it real?
I'll tell you this. I'm pretty terrible at it. Wink, wink.
Ooh. I'm hearing a wink. It's coming through loud and clear on your mic, and I look forward to that. That's maybe precluding something coming in the future. But Jesse, anything else on Devilish? Again, the game that I would have found much cooler had Johnny not featured something bigger and sicker way earlier in the show.
No, that's it.
Yeah, dope game, good soundtrack. I'm into that soundtrack.
Balls.
And and yes, more balls, please. How many balls can you fit in this game?
Well, John, I have a question to answer that question. How many balls can you fit in your mouth? That wasn't as funny as I thought it would be. That came out just gross and weird. Like,
Yeah, see that?
Like, it was funny in my head, and then the words came out of my mouth. It's like, wait, that's
No,
awful.
God damn.
Let's just cut that for the podcast.
That's
please.
why that's why I never made that joke. I thought about making that joke as soon as Jesse brought up balls. And I was like, no,
yeah,
it's going to be a little bit weird. And then not only did you do it, but you like waited until there was an inordinately long pause. What an awkward finish to that conversation.
I hear a new calculating computer jingle.
Yeah, moving right along. 10 seconds later. Yeah, well, how many balls can you fit in your mouth? Like, oh, hold up, man. What the fuck's wrong with you?
I hope all this is the stinger at the end of this podcast. That's what I want.
You better believe it, motherfucker. Say something outlandish that won't be in the regular part of the podcast.
Oh, man, I can't get over that giant dick monster from earlier in the show.
No, I'm telling you, new calculating computer. How many balls can you fit in your mouth?
No, David,
That came out way funnier in my head. Boops.
How many dick bosses can you fit in your mouth?
Game 5.
Ugh.
So the trivia for this game.
Hey. Yeah, it's called a dramatic pause, David. We're building the tension here. So, trivia for this game. The final boss of this game is unknown, and she appears to be a character from the second game who is now possessed by a forest demon. All right, guys. Who is feeling good?
I am.
Did you Google unknown final boss?
I did, but it didn't help a bit.
I'm not saying I didn't.
Ooh, look, Johnny, it's the return of Dick Boss. He's wrong. Jesse has added a squiggly line at the bottom that I'm choosing to ignore. It looks like he's written Tekken Tag Tournament, and David has also written Tekken Tag Tournament, and they're both correct. This is Tekken Tag Tournament. Tekken Tag Tournament for the PlayStation 2, of course.
Cool.
Yeah. Right? I wasn't anticipating going last. I kind of was hoping that I could go sooner in the episode because, my game's kind of a cop-out. Like, it's got the devil in it. You play as a character called Devil. Anybody know that guy I'm talking about? That Tekken Devil? David, I'm looking at you.
Devil Jin, right?
No! This predates Devil Jin.
Oh, okay. There's a Devil Jin, though, right? I didn't make that up.
There is a Devil Jin, and Devil Jin is significantly more dope than the Devil that was previous in the Tekken series, the one that's featured in this game. Jesse, do you know the character that becomes the Devil in Tekken Tag Tournament?
I'm trying to think. This is the first Tekken game I ever played, so
Dope. And that's appropriate because I don't know that this was a launch title for the PlayStation 2, but it was pretty goddamn close, and it predated Tekken 4. So it's like, get yourself PlayStation 2. Good chance you got Tekken Tag Tournament too, or Tekken Tag Tournament as well.
Yeah, I don't know who the devil was.
Think of characters with spiky hair, and
was it Kazama?
Kazuya. Yes. I was gonna say, as I say that, like, think of characters in the Tekken series with spiky hair. Like, oh, cool, thanks. That narrows it right down.
So half of them.
Yeah. I have to think. I'm a fan of the Tekken series, though. Not really for the story or the lore of it. I just kind of like the characters and the fighting gameness of it, and just kind of the overall absurdity of it. And so there's this whole thing going on with like devil genes and Heihachi runs like the Mishima Zaibatsu company, and then there's also the G Corporation, and they're all trying to control the devil gene, and there's all kinds of weird, shit going on. I have to think that the devil gene manifests itself in people, and you can sense that based on how spiky their fucking hair is. Like that's got to be a Tekken thing. Like, so Heihachi does not have it, but he's got like the spikiest, craziest hair. And then, his son Kazuya definitely has it, and he's got some wild fucking spiky hair. And Kazuya's son has it, Jin, and he's got some wild fucking spiky hair. And as they turn into the devil, the hair only gets spikier and more wild. I mean, I'm wondering if is that the trope? The devil has, a lot of gel. Like the hair stays in place. It's rigid. This devil, or is it like, is the hair the horns trying to manifest themselves? Like they're trying to warn humanity, like, this guy's the devil. Like he can't just grow horns right now, but look at his hair. It's insane. Like, trust me, he's the devil. Look at the hair. I don't know, but Tekken Devil, kind of cool. So Jesse, this was the first Tekken game, did you say ever played or ever owned?
Ever played.
Nice.
So
fond memories?
Anthony had rented it, and he would destroy the fuck out of me. So not quite fond, but I came around on it.
Hopefully still fun though, right? Like,
yeah.
Especially the tag tournament games. I'm hoping they make a Tekken Tag Tournament 3 at some point, because I like tag fighting games. As it turns out, these are a lot of fun. Like, what's cool? Fighting games. What's cool in fighting games? Characters. What's cool in tag fighting games? More than one character. Like, it's a simple math equation. More characters, more fun. It makes plenty of sense. Exactly. Thank you, John. You get the ability to pick 2-on-2 battles, and boom, more fun. Now, this is a question that I was going to pose to David. I can also pose it to Jesse, because he's actually played this, and I assume other tag-based fighting games. Johnny, feel free to chime in if you have any opinion whatsoever.
I will.
Don't. I know you will, baby. So in Tekken Tag Tournament and Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the way the tag mechanic works is if one of your characters gets KO'd, the round is over. Versus, say, like Marvel vs. Capcom, where you have to go through all three of your characters, and each of them counts as like a round. And so, like, there's not really rounds in like Marvel vs. Capcom per se. Like, I'm trying to ask, do you like the fight to end after one character is knocked out, or do you like the opportunity to use all your characters in a tag battle?
Oh, you've got to go through everybody.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
See, I kind of like the danger of Tekken Tag. Like, it's kind of, it adds a layer of like, dude, I really should have tagged out a long time ago. This is dangerous. Like, if you're down to like a sliver of life, but you got your good guy in there that you can like nail a combo with, and you got to keep him in and see if, you can nail that next combo, maybe win that shit. But you run the risk of just getting knocked the fuck out. Like, it adds such a layer of tension to the game.
Now, do your characters heal at all if they're not in?
See, I don't remember. I feel like they might. I don't remember exactly. I think they do somewhat in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, but I don't remember if that happens in the original Tekken Tag Tournament. But it's just such a fun balance to try and strike. Like, okay, I gotta stick with this guy for like strategic purposes, but like I run the risk of getting knocked out at a moment's notice. If I got a stronger, or a character with more life that I'm weaker with in the back, like, fuck, I might have to tag that guy in. Like, it's tough. But, I mean, all in all, I think I just like tag fighting games. Like, there need to be more tag fighting games. Like, when are we going to get a Smash Brothers tag game? Why has that not happened yet?
Smash Tag.
They kind of have it with the, what is it called? Is it
trophies?
SmackDown, or is it... No, where you get 3 stocks or 5 stocks, and each stock is a different character.
Oh yeah,
you can't like alternate.
That is cool. Yeah, but that's the thing. I like tagging. it's one thing to have, the battles where one character gets knocked out and someone else takes its place, but like the strategy and the tension of like nailing that tag. That's
tag.
dude, I gotta hit that hot tag. And oh man, in like Tekken Tag 2, you get like the air juggles where you can do like a little tag combo. Like, oh god, it feels good, man. That's some satisfying shit. I don't know. I just, as I was like thinking about this, I was like, which do I prefer? Oh, I think I prefer all things related to tag fighting games. Like, what a good set of mechanics. Tekken Tag Tournament, the original, it's pretty cool. It like I said, it predates Tekken 4, so they haven't, for the Tekken series, invented walls yet, which is a little annoying. Like, Tekken 4 overdid it with the walls. They eventually found the balance. Tekken 5's the shit. But like Tekken Tag Tournament, going back and playing it now, it's like, I just kind of feel like I'm playing like against a big painting as a background, and there's nothing feels real. It's like it's old Tekken with a fresh coat of paint. They took all the characters from the first 3 games, slapped them together in a endless painting, and you play it like this would be greatly surpassed by Tekken 4 and 5, and that's okay, but it's still a lot of fun. And the thing I was talking about in the trivia, final boss unknown. So David, did you discover what I was driving at with that trivia there with the unknown final boss?
Yeah, it really threw me off. It's like the final boss is unknown. It's like, well, how does that help? Like,
yeah. Final boss is named unknown because
tricky.
Yeah, see this, it's like a compilation game, so they got all the characters from the other games, but Jin Kazama's mother, I guess girlfriend of Heihachi, she died in between Tekken 2 and 3, and she comes back, or does she? Possessed by an evil spirit in Tekken Tag Tournament, and it's a dope final boss. It's super dope in Tekken Tag Tournament too. I hate to keep referring to that as we're talking about the original Tekken Tag Tournament, but 2 is the one I spent more time with. And yeah, the boss fight against Unknown in Tag Tournament 2 is the shit. Like, it's got the sick ass dubstep music, and at first you're fighting her, it's like, oh look, it's Jin Kazama, she's back, and then she turns into a like hideous monster covered in purple goo that can conjure up like demon things out of the ground. It's like,
Does she have a
all right,
demon dick?
no, she does not. But she throws like demon shafts at you that she can just grow like purple goo shafts out of the ground and hit you with them. It's fucking wild. So yeah, man, yeah. She's got a fucking she's a dick boss. Yeah. Unknown. She's no longer Jin Kazama. She gave up her humanity to become a dick boss, is what she did.
She fought the first dick boss in a field of flowers, and now she's
Exactly.
a new dick boss.
Exactly. She went to the Heavenly Garden, fought Dick Boss, and then the garden fell apart, and she became the Dick Boss. It's just how it goes. But yeah, and then since it's a compilation game, the only other quote unquote new character, there's Tetsujin, who is not Mokujin. It's essentially Mokujin, but it's made of metal. So cool. And
Also,
then
it's completely different.
Very, it's shinier, David. Mokujin made of wood, Tetsujin made of metal. If you catch my drift, there's not really a drift to catch. That was just a statement of fact. But yeah, the game's cool, man. I had a lot of fun playing it. I didn't own the PlayStation 2 super early on, so Tekken 4 was definitely the one I had first, and then but ultimately Tekken 4 didn't quite do it for me. Like, too small of a roster, and again, they overused those walls. So Tekken Tag Tournament 2 or Tekken Tag Tournament was the one I was playing the most for a while there. And then Tekken 5 came and just righted that ship, baby. Tekken 5 is just a fucking delight in terms of your PlayStation 2 Tekkens. But yeah, the game's a blast. Soundtrack, pretty good, not excellent. It's the Namco sound team, and I feel like they were a little too reliant on the fucking like robot voice. Oh man, do a lot of songs in this game feature a robot voice saying some slight gibberish in the background. Like, it's some kind of cool, funky 1999 techno music, and then just like, it's like, you know, I don't think that's the kind of thing I want to bang in my car all the time. Like, all this Namco shit's on like Spotify now. This is the one I feel like I go back to the least because it's just like, man, you guys really thought you had something with the robot voice. This is, I don't know. It's, it's good, not great. In the hierarchy of like Tekken soundtracks, it's sadly towards the bottom. And I was going to use, that's the thing, I thought about using the original Tekken for this because you technically could play as the devil in the original Tekken. However, I looked into it. He's still just called Kazuya. He's a palette swap of Kazuya, and it's just Kazuya in a bad purple costume. And so I didn't use him, didn't use the original Tekken, so the original Tekken remains on the board for the show. And that's the thing I was going to talk about. Frankly, to bring it around to the devil characters in Tekken, they can all kiss my fucking ass, quite frankly. Like, these characters, fuck them. Like, they made some, they're some cheap ass characters in Tekken. Like, I'm sure as an avid non-Tekken player, David can probably name a fucking cheap ass character in Tekken. Like, there's some famously cheap characters.
I was gonna say, I feel like the go-to is Eddie from Tekken 3.
Yeah, baby. Just hit whatever you want. He does anything. He just breakdances and you can't read his moves. It's fantastic. Eddie in 3, Christy in 4. But when they added these devils, man, that's when things, frankly, I hate to admit it, it does force you to learn some mechanics related to the game because the devils. No, that's the thing. The devil. They get a laser shot. They can shoot a laser straight out of their head all the way across the stage that deals massive damage and fucks you up good. And, I hate it. It's difficult to block. There's, the one where they do it straight. Like if you're standing and you shoot the laser, you can duck it. Okay, cool. But then there's another move. And I mean, it's so easily telegraphed. It's, it takes forever for them to do. They fly up and shoot a laser diagonal down that sweeps up and hits anything in front of it. And it takes you a couple of tries to figure out how to dodge that. The answer obviously is sidestepping. And, so it teaches you the Tekken mechanic of sidestepping. But man, whenever you first see that and it happens to you, it's like, wait, what the goddamn it is happening right now? Ah, I've been shot with a fucking laser. Like, why are they flying? What's happening? No, get back down here and fight, goddammit. Like, oh, it was, fuck all that. Quite frankly, like, the lasers, they do too much damage, they do too much knockdown, and it's, it takes a few times to really get the flick on how the fuck you can do anything against it. So, fuck these devils is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, all in all, it's cool. Tekken's cool. Tag battles are cool. Like, you can't even tag out to avoid the laser. Man, if you tag out thinking you can dodge that laser and, your boy King runs in like, oh, cool. And then he just gets blasted with a laser and it takes off like half his life. Oh, man, you want to talk about some of the most upsetting moments in Tekken Tag Tournament. Like, you want to talk about me and Michael resorting to fisticuffs. Like, oh, those laser shots. That's a bitch. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. I love the Tekken games. I love the tag games. They need to make more of them. They kind of had, I guess, the tag mechanic in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That game wasn't good enough for me to learn how to get good at it. So it, there it shall remain. But I would like to see more tag fighting games in the future. Like I think David, you could maybe back me up on this. How worth it is it on the Switch eShop right now? Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. It's on sale for like less than, I want to say, $6. That worth copping if I like a tag fighting game?
Yeah. For like $6, sure. It's
okay, cool.
Incredibly fast paced. But
I like
yeah.
It. Okay. And and it will satisfy the tag itch. It's not it's not some bullshit where like one character gets knocked out and gets replaced with another one. There is tagging, right? I need tagging is what I'm telling you now.
I mean, you can alternate freely between the characters.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, that's what I'm looking for. I want to get in there and poke at you a little bit with this character, then come back and I want to lay that big haymaker on you with this other character. And I just want you never know where I'm coming from. That's the fun of the tag games, baby. More than one character per fight is what I'm trying to tell you now. That's that good shit. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna have to get into that. I don't have any idea who any of those characters in that Blaze Blue Cross tag battle are, but hey, tag fighting game for less than like $6. I might go look into that. And also, while I was thinking about that, how about a Tekken game on a Nintendo system that's not Game Boy Advance? Can we get that, please? I don't give a fuck if it's just if they just do an updated port of Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Wii U edition for the Switch. Give me Tekken Tag Tournament 2 Switch edition. I'll buy it again. I'll buy the shit out of it. Just give me more Tekken games on Nintendo systems. That's my demand. Johnny, do you have someone held hostage that can make that happen? Have you do you have the head of Namco held hostage? He can make him make Tekken games for Switch.
I did, but then he had to say something about it. So now I gotta let him go. This is not the place to talk about, John. You have to wait till we go offline.
Right. See, damn it. Okay. Well, once we're offline, new Patreon goal, recapture the president of Bandai Namco and make them make more Tekken games for Nintendo consoles. Because quite frankly, that's what I want to do. I want to play Tekken games on Nintendo consoles. I want to support that with my money.
Or
I always have supported it. And that's talking Tekken Advance and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I support those.
What if they redo Tekken Advance for Switch?
See, a Tekken Switch Advance? Frankly, I'm into it. Fuck it, why not? Again, just to support them, I'll fucking do it. If you can actually speak with your wallet, speak with your dollar, then yeah, fuck it. I'll throw them a couple of bucks. I did that with Katamari Damacy Reroll, and now they've re-released every Katamari Damacy on the Switch. It worked out perfectly. So, Namco's listening, and I'm going to keep speaking of my wallet for things I love. That's how it's going to be. But no, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I'd love to see it come back. Love to see a sequel. Love to see a Return of Unknown with that demonic possession. Fuck all the devils. Just more Tekken, please. Less DLC for the Tekken 7 and more new Tekken is that's what I'm calling for in 2020. Convene your fucking staffs during coronavirus and program a new Tekken, please. Oh, it's not happening.
Did you say fuck all the
Johnny,
devils?
Yeah, fuck all the devils is what I'm. That's the message that I'm ending tonight's episode with. Hot take, John. Fuck the devil.
Even the New Jersey Devils.
See, now I do like those New Jersey Devils. Now, actually, no, I fuck them too. I'm not a big NHL fan. I like my hockey local. I like my hockey taking place in Jacksonville with David's family.
Ooh,
the Lizard Kings, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they still exist?
Fuck no.
No, they're the Icemen.
They're gone.
Oh.
But yeah, the New Jersey Devils, fuck them. Coheed and Cambria, Devil in Jersey City, fuck them too. But yeah,
What about
fuck all
Tim
the devils.
Curry? Because he played the Devil in Legend.
Space.
Now, was he specifically called the Devil? Because you're hitting on a lot of my fantasies here. Fucking Tim Curry.
He was as fucking devil as it gets. Have you seen the way the devil looked like in Legend?
Yes.
I was going to say,
Yes,
I don't
have.
specifically the devil. He's like nightmare or like darkness or something. But yeah, it's the fucking devil.
Yeah. No, I mean, by image, yes, but I need the name. Well, it's obviously tied to the name, not the appearance. He may be the most devilish character of all time, but if he's in the movie and his name's like Rick, then, we got no deal. He's just a really fucked up Rick. That's what I'm going to call Tim Curry from now on. It's fucked up Rick. Anyway, Johnny, get us out of this conversation. Like I said, hot take for the end of our Satan-themed episode. Fuck the devil. And let's start.
Hot take.
See, that's Mario's ass hitting the hellfire. And let's hit that calculated computer, my man.
Calculating computer activated. Computers, beeps,
Oh, sorry, I was checking up on the chat. What was that?
boops. Scoring complete. This game's winner is David Fleming.
Devil Fleming winning tonight's episode and gaining a new nickname in the process. That's right. Mr. David Fleming, the devil.
The devil.
That's
No,
it,
is
right?
Excuse
The
me,
devil of Game That Tune, or just straight the devil?
Yeah.
The devil is my
What-
father's name. Please call me Mr. Satan.
Yeah. Okay, David Fleming, the Mr. Satan of Game That Tune. No, I mean, seriously, if anybody's the Mr. Satan of Game That Tune, it's obviously Johnny. So David may remain David, and Johnny shall become the Mr. Satan of Game That Tune.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And okay, so David, who is still himself, has won tonight's episode.
I'm so confused.
All right, David, you're the Gohan of Game That Tune, and Johnny is the Mr. Satan.
I don't know enough to get that reference.
You actually won the game. Johnny is going to take all the credit and talk
Okay,
about
cool. I got it now.
Yeah, Johnny's full of shit, and you are actually the strongest member of the show. And now you're gonna just have a nice quiet life with your cute little girlfriend, and occasionally be the Great Saiyan Man. But in the meantime, you have to select a theme for the next episode.
So I was thinking about Puyo Puyo and how much fun it is to go head to head in that game. So I think we should do multiplayer games.
I like it. I thought you were gonna say games with head, but we'll do multiplayer games for our next episode. Man,
Competitive or just in general?
Listen to your heart.
It is. Does it have to be like multiplayer is kind of a core concept? Like, example, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has multiplayer where player 2 can control Tails, but they're
not
kind
important
of, like, useless.
because we used Sonic the Hedgehog 2 like 170 episodes ago.
I know, John, I know. But as an example, where like co-op was kind of an afterthought versus like the primary idea
If
of the game.
more than one person can play the game at a time.
So no taking turns like OG Super Mario Brothers or Moonwalker.
Again, not relevant because that's been used on the show, John. What are you doing? You're trying to contextualize all the games that you can't possibly pick. You can't go back in time and pick one of these games, John.
Okay,
You're gonna have to pick.
What about
Okay.
solitaire, but your dad helps you?
Exactly. What about Free Cell? But my girlfriend's looking over my shoulder. What then?
If at any point on like the Wikipedia page of the game features the words multiplayer mode, it's fine.
Okay, damn. That's wow, that's specific, David. Thank you for clarifying that. Johnny can't possibly have a single follow-up question.
Oh, can't
I can't
I?
wait to see how he describes the
Here it
theme in
comes.
the Discord chat.
Oh, I already did.
Next week's theme, multiplayer games. Fuck you, John.
Next week's theme, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah, so it's going to be a great game. Hell yeah, great theme. Games with more than one player. There's a very simple way to say that, and we've said it every simple way possible. So fuck you, John. And let's man, what a great show tonight. What a lot of fun. Thank you everybody so much for listening. We've had a blast. Thank you everybody for watching along live with us. We're live every Wednesday night. We're on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Search for Game That Tune. Thank you to everybody following along and listening in podcast form. Our podcasts come out on Tuesday mornings. You can find them at iTunes or anywhere you get your podcasts. Rate, subscribe, do all that shit. We just appreciate you listening and enjoying in podcast form. Thanks to everybody checking out patreon.com/GameThatTune. It's the home for awesome exclusives. As we declared tonight, we're going to stop doing video game movie commentaries over a year ago. And, we're just occasionally going to throw you some shit that we feel like doing, which is kind of what we've been doing on Patreon this whole time. So it's, we're going to continue in the spirit of Game That Tune's Patreon. We do Game That Tune gyms. We do Game That Tune Covered Up. We do the occasional mixtape. And, we're just going to throw you some shit every now and then. So if you love us and you want to support the stream, support the show, then head over to Patreon, and we greatly appreciate you supporting us. Special thanks to our Patreon superfan tier producers, Alex Messenger, Lance Revere, Damian Beckles, Bradford Stevens, Daniel Perky, Chrono, Dominic Guy, Kellyam, Taylor Y, Sam L., all fantastic fellas, and we super appreciate the support of the show. Thank you so much, all of you, for supporting the show. Thank you to Claire for the request this week. Claire sent us their request via our Discord server. You can hit us up there in the request channel on Discord, or you can find us. You can hit us with an email, gamethattune@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter @gamethattune. You can find us in the chat box for the 24/7 video game music live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/GTT radio. Join us there. Maybe make a request. We might just see it. Or you can follow us individually on Twitter. I am on Twitter @JGangsta187. You can follow John Regan on Twitter
JP Regan JR.
You can follow Jesse Moore on Twitter
Sega_legend.
And you can find David Fleming, this week's winner, on Twitter
DFD Fleming.
Hell yeah, David. So, Gohan, we've got bonus tunes tonight, and I need you to tell me what they are. So you and your father do the Kamehameha together to send us over to the bonus tunes. What do you got?
So going with next week's theme of multiplayer games and this week's theme of demons and hell and fire and brimstone, it's the Bowserland board from Mario Party 2.
Woo! Hootin' anytime, people. Peace out, y'all. Hey, Jesse, what was your game again?
Devilish.
Word. One that I couldn't even find copyright info for.
Pick a
Go
winner.
with me. Yeah, see, the Wikipedia article for Devilish says it was released for fucking Game Gear, and that wasn't what you had.
Yeah, the sequel is for on Sega Genesis.
Heard. I'm gonna play some tunes to get us through this awkward moment of me not doing the trivia or the copyright. As I was saying, Wings of War is copyright 1991 DreamWorks. Puyo Puyo is copyright 1991 Compile. Final Fantasy II is copyright 2004 Square Enix. Devilish, The Next Possession is copyright 1992 Opera House. Tekken Tag Tournament is copyright 2000 Namco Limited.